Hello everyone, welcome to TTV News with some latest events in Tay Ninh province. And now we come into detail. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the leaders of Go Dầu District People Committee, the urban infrastructure projects to adapt to climate change in Go Dầu Town, Tay Ninh province were approved by the government on April 9, 2022.
The Tay Ninh Department of Planning and Investment held a meeting on relevant sectors to agree to assign the project investor to the Construction Investment Project Management Bureau of the province for the agriculture and rural development to implement. The total investment of this project is over 2,330 billion Vietnam dong, and the project will borrow capital from the Asian Development Bank. The relevant units are currently implementing the next steps. According to the government's approval letter, the Ministry of Finance and agencies are in the process of making and finalizing the project's pre-feasibility report as the basis for implementing the next steps, reviewing investment items to avoid duplication, waste, and ensure efficiency. And to celebrate the 97th anniversary of the Vietnam Revolutionary Press Day, June the 21st, the contest Ringing the Golden Bell to learn about Vietnam's revolutionary journalism and the singing contest for journalists in Tay Ninh province organized by the Journalists Association of Tay Ninh province was held on the morning of June the 20th. Participating in the contest Ringing the Golden Bell to learn about the Vietnam Revolutionary Press Day, June the 21st, there were 26 contestants. They are all members of the Vietnam Journalists Association of Tay Ninh province and the members from Center of Culture, Sports and Radio of District Town City throughout the province. The contests were held in the format of the program Ringing the Golden Bell to Vietnam television. The question revolves around the history of journalism and the history of Vietnamese revolutionary journalism. I feel very enthusiasm and very joyful with the useful of contests like this, and for the time I've been enjoyed for the activities of the Vietnamese Revolutionary Press Day, June the 21st. I feel very exciting and very interested in the activities of the Journalists Association of Tay Ninh province. Along with the exciting activities of the Golden Bell Ringing Contest, is the singing contest of journalists with the participation of journalists and collaborators of newspaper, radio and television station, and reporters of press agencies outside the province in charge of the Tay Ninh province. These are activities that contribute to promoting the creative spirit of the press force and emulating the achievements to celebrate 97th anniversary of the Vietnam Revolutionary Press Day.
In the first 6 months of 2022, the total planted area of all kinds of crops in the province is nearly 157,000 hectares, reaching 99.8% of the plain, of which the largest planted area is rice. The province shows more than 89,000 hectares of paddy.
However, the field of crop restructuring has been cut out, but progress is slower compared to the same period last year. Only nearly 3 hectares of rice growing land has been converted to growing durian and mangosteen with higher economic value. The implementation of the crop traceability software, KIPERS, is done regularly, and the fruit rate traceability software has been installed for 4 organizations and individuals with an area of about 25.4 hectares. The agricultural sector has assessed 39 production organizations and individuals that have been implemented in 2019, 2020, and 2021. As a result, 6 organizations and individuals have maintained the implementation. The remaining units are facing difficulties because there are no associated business to purchase the products. Turning to other news, the broad network of the Tay Ninh province is currently invested synchronously, which will play an important role in the socio-economic development of the Tay Ninh province in the future. The road network of the Tay Ninh province currently has 2 national highways, 39 provincial roads, and about 218 district roads and many rural roads. According to the statistics, the volume of passengers transported by the road in the Tay Ninh province increased by 1.2% per year. The proportion of road transport accounted for more than 90% in all forms of transport. This shows that the transport capacity of the province is increasing day by day, reaching the further, and the transport network of the Ninh province forms a system of vertical and horizontal access evenly distributed in the province. The quality of the road surface is relatively good, and the national highway in the province has been covered with the asphalt concrete or impregnated with asphalt. The provincial roads has been upgraded, and the district road ensure the transportation and circulation of on regions and corners in the province.
Golden Star apple is not a new plant variety, but there are very few growers in Tay Ninh City. In Ninh Thạnh neighborhood, Ninh Sơn World, Tay Ninh City, Mr. Trần Văn Yên, born in 1966, boldly changed the plant structure, successfully plants a trial of golden milkweed.
Mr. Yên started in 2020. He learned about planting techniques online and ordered seedlings in Bến for 200,000 Vietnam dong per plant. After that, he planted nearly 30 seedlings of golden milk apple with on the families of 5,000 square meter plot of land. After more than 40 months of taking care of the trees and starting to harvest, the first crop he harvested about 100 kilograms of fortune-telling fruit, and each subsequent crop more than 2 months apart. He harvested an average of nearly 150 kilograms per crop with a selling price of about 50,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram at the local market. And this helped his family have more income to cover the living. And Mr. Trần Văn Yên said that he intercropped with the golden milkweed with the income of 100 million Vietnam dong per year of harvest, of which 100 million golden milkweed was harvested for 5 times. And seeing the potential of the golden milkweed variety, he continued to improve the land, cut down the remaining rambutan trees so to plant the golden milk apple trees and grow seedlings to continue replicating the model and selling it to other local farmers. According to Mr. Yên, this golden milkweed tree is very easy to grow and is suitable for the soils and climate here, so it gives sweet and continuous fruit on year round. When ripe, it turns a very beautiful bright yellow. An average of 1 kilogram is about 3 to 4 months. The inside of the meat of the fruit is thick. When eaten, it has a sweet taste and very delicious, especially with almost no pus. The way to care for the tree is also simple and mainly using organic fertilizer. No need to handle flowering and very few pests, so it's safe investment and care cost.
The Orient brown eggplant is a common food cultivated by farmers for a long time. In Long Khánh Camille, Bến Cầu district, there is currently one farmer who has always been attached to brown eggplant for nearly 20 years.
Previously, Long Khánh Commune, Bến Cầu district has many farmers to specialize in growing vegetables. Choosing brown eggplant as the main crop, there are also households who lack experience in eggplant, suffer heavy losses from pests and switch to other crops. And currently, there are only 7 households growing brown eggplant in Long Phú Hamlets, Long Khánh Commune, with a total area of 13 hectares, including Mr. Trần Văn Er household, who is cultivating for 4 hectares. Mr. Er started his business with about 0.5 hectares of rice land. With a precarious income, he switched to growing vegetables and brown eggplant for nearly 20 years, and thanks to a lot of experience and high profit from half of the hectares of coffee, he bought more land for specializing in tomato cultivation, purchased full equipment, including cars, plows and plants to spray pesticides, build a permanent house and fully equipped. And currently, his 4 hectares of brown eggplants are in the harvest season, each day collecting about 3 to 5 tons of fruit. On average, each crop of 1 hectare will collect about 100 tons of fruit. In the last crop, Mr. Er earned about profit of nearly 1 billion Vietnam dong from the brown eggplant field. Mr. Er affirmed growing brown eggplant requires a lot of experience, or else it will still fail like some other people around the area, and each person applies different planting techniques. But Mr. Er has experience in using fertilizer and pesticide appropriately. His brown eggplant field is always green, the trunk is tall, strong, and produces fruit continuously for at least 7 months after. Currently, there is a group of brown eggplant growing groups, particularly household Trần Văn Er previously has only 0.5 public land. Now he has 4 hectares of brown eggplants growing. The model of growing brown eggplant has a stable source of consumption, with the traders coming to field to purchase. And towards the establishment of the brown eggplant, growing groups, and also the establishment of a branch of professional association. Every year, the Bến District Farmer Union cooperates with the District Bank for Social Policies and the Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development to create conditions for the farmers' members to borrow capital to develop production. In the past, when he started growing the brown eggplant, Mr. R also relied on this capital to expand his farming scale. And at this point, the Farmer Association of Bến District will open a training course for cultivation and will ask Mr. R to participate in sharing his own brown eggplant growing experience for members who need to cultivate brown eggplant. Once a poor person in the locality and lacking arable land, after many years of hard working with the brown eggplant fails, today Mr. R's family is very rich household in Long Khánh commune. His model of growing brown eggplant will be replicated in the near future.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for TTV News today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.